Celtics were 4-0 against the Knicks during the season. Will they be 4-0 against the Knicks in the playoffs, Dan?
No, I think the Knicks are going to make it competitive. I think that the Knicks can actually win this series, man. It's going to take a lot, though. It's going to take a lot. So I think that a lot of this hinges on Jrue Holiday's health. He's got the clean bill of health. He's not on the injury report, so that's big for them. He's missed the last 3 games for the Celtics. But I think that this series comes down to, can you do your best? And I know it's going to be a lot, and it's going to be very hard to do. Do your best to neutralize Jayson Tatum. He absolutely torched the Knicks this year. 33 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and shot 54% from the field. The one player that had success against Tatum this year in the 4 matchups, OG Anunoby. He held Tatum to 5 of 20 shooting across those games. I'm expecting Tibbs to have him as a primary ball defender on him, with a mixture of Mikal Bridges too. Going to be a huge series for Mikal Bridges. I think he can't pull the disappearing act that he's been known to do. But I think that this is the time. If the Knicks are going to take advantage of a Celtics team that's going through some injury issues, this is the time. And they have the clutchest player in the NBA, and Jalen Brunson. He's going to get his. I think Karl Anthony Towns is going to be better in this series, and Mitchell Robinson is going to be more pivotal for this team than he has been before. If he can give them a solid 20 minutes off the bench, that can kind of help protect the paint a little bit and maybe force the Celtics into some high contested, more troubled shots, or at least contested shots on the perimeter. They love to shoot the 3, but I think if you give some rim protection, as well as on the offensive end, Mitchell Robinson's an outstanding offensive rebounder, give them some second possessions, I think they could actually muck it up for the Boston Celtics a little bit here.
I think there's some wishful thinking in there for a competitive series, Dan. Honestly, I do. I think there's some wishful thinking right there because, look, man, I just watched Orlando compete like hell against Boston. I'm with you there. The Tibbs should be going with some 2 bigs with Mitchell Robinson, muck it up next to Cat, play with bigs. We just haven't seen it all year. Like, he's had so many chances to play with 2 bigs and he hasn't done it. And maybe this is the series things change. Maybe he's been saving this in his back pocket all year long. I just don't see it. I don't see it, Dan. I mean,
the man is not known for adjustments. You're right. He's not known for making changes, especially this late in the game. I don't know why I have this faith, but I think that we're going to see a pretty competitive series here. I think it sounds like you think this is going to be a quick series. It's going to be a wrap, like a quick sweep, or are we going gentleman's sweep?
I'll give it 5. Knicks get 1, but I'll go with Celtics in 5.
Okay.
Look, man, the number one thing I'm thinking about in this series is Boston on defense against New York, because they're going to put Tatum on Cat. They're going to put Porzingis on Hart. And the reason why they do that is because if you run a Cat Brunson pick and roll, you can switch that, and then you get Tatum on Brunson. So Hart's going to have a big series. That's a lot to hope for him offensively. And I worry about how Brunson performs against Boston, because if you look during the season, he averaged 27 or so points per game, but only 5.5% of his shots came in the restricted area against Boston during their 4 regular season games. That's the least of all Eastern Conference opponents for Brunson this year. He averaged only 4.5 free throws in 4 games against Boston, also the least in 4 games against opponents in the Eastern Conference this year. So the least amount of free throws, least amount of shots on the rim, and that's because of the way Boston defends him. And so unless that can change and Brunson can live at the free throw line, he had 13 free throws in 1 of the 4 games, and that was a late season game where I felt like Boston wasn't quite as locked in defensively. If you can have more games like that, if you can get to the rim at a rate that he usually does, then I feel better about the Knicks' chances of going deep into this series. But I just think Boston has too many weapons defensively to make life hard on Brunson, hard on Cat, and then the other end of the floor, they're going to hunt those guys possession after possession after possession. And if Tatum's having an off night, well, they got Jaylen Brown, they got Derek White, they got freaking Peyton Pritchard, they got Kristaps Porzingis. They have so many mismatch hunters. I feel like this is going to be an eye-opening series for the Knicks, and they're going to enter the offseason saying, well, we made all these changes. We still got a long way to go, though. That's my prediction in a week and a half.
I'm having faith in the fact that this is why you acquired Mikal Bridges for all those picks. This is the moment. you have your chance. This is why you went to get two of the what should be the best wing defenders to try to hold down Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Now you're right. Derek White is the X factor always, and Kristaps Porzingis is a problem. But I think that you're over. I don't know. I can't say this because I have Boston going this far. I just think it's going to be more competitive than you're leading on it to be. The Knicks just got through a grueling session with the Pistons, and I think it was probably a little bit of a. I think they overestimated how hard that Pistons matchup was going to be, and I think it could be the eye-opening moment for them that we got to lock in, we got to get our stuff together, and this is where they knew that this was going to be the eventual matchup. So I think they were playing with their food a little bit against the Pistons. The Pistons certainly could have won that series, but every series is different, and for as much as you said in the beginning of this show that you kind of discount and don't take the regular season with as much significance as the playoffs, I think I would apply that here. I think that we're going to see the Knicks play put a more concerted effort into trying things different to get different results, because clearly what they did in the regular season was not effective. So I'm giving more faith to the Knicks here. Not saying I'm going to pick them to win, but I think that they're not going to get gentlemen swept.